Hey, what's up? Basically, it's been a while since I've done a review video. Well, since my last one being with Sonic 3, now it's the second review I'm doing. And it's Mario Galaxy. And to be honest, in my honest opinion on this movie, it's genuinely one of the greatest movies I've probably ever watched. First off being the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It was a fantastic film. I actually enjoyed the first one, but the sequel tops every of it. Every hidden Easter eggs. Every of the characters that made appearances, but some are going to get through the video because I don't know how long this video will be. Hopefully not either 14 minutes or 15 minutes. I don't want to make this review longer. If I want to, then there you go. Also, you guys, on the beginning of the video, you have been warned. So this video does contain spoilers, so you don't want to get spoiled quick off the video. Wait till it comes out to digital, and then you can hear everything about it. If you just don't care, just go for it. I sort of have the images for the movie, so these aren't by me. These are actually by other people. I actually don't do that in movie theaters. And it seems like Sonic and Mario rivalry are back again because Sonic 4 played in their theaters. Mine didn't, apparently. So I'm going back Monday again. So so this is my second time seeing the movie. Honestly, I freaking love this movie. I don't even care about what the critic says about this movie, but the audience score seems to be loving it. And even I love it. Thanks to the movies that actually turned me into a real Mario fan, I actually really decided to stay tuned for Galaxy. And I wanted to know where Galaxy was heading in the same direction. Let's just say I loved the action sequence. Illumination and Nintendo have been cooking. Even though we haven't gotten a Mario sequel in almost like 2 years after the first one came out. Now it being 3 years since the first one came out. So happy anniversary to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So, since the movie is officially out, so you guys have been warned. Spoilers are ahead. The opening scene does seem a lot more shorter and longer, but that's just the way how you wanted it to be. Basically, I loved Rosalina's introduction in this movie. She's very shown in this movie, which I don't have a real problem with. And the Lumalies are just perfect enough in this movie. I just loved it. Bowser Jr., I absolutely loved his design, but I know people are complaining about his eyes. I was a bit confused why his eyes looked like that. But I actually grew into more of his character art and actually really appreciate his design, and Benny Safdie really did a good job voicing him. I'm hoping for next movie or either some future installment that Bowser Jr. is in, I'm hoping Benny Safdie will return as Bowser Jr. again. The movie actually really has everything, just everything you can imagine. I'm not going to get down to the characters just yet, so I don't want to ruin this movie for you guys. I just love how this movie grew and how we're getting more characters and maybe a potential Super Smash Bros. Movie. Who knows? The future holds anything around this movie because we have only a year for the rest of the other movies comes out, so why not? It was sad that I didn't see the second post-credit scene, so I may not see it again, but I do know what the second post-credit scene does contain. So, again, you've been warned. This is spoilers, because this review is just about, I looked at my videos how you see a spoiler warning, so just in case you don't get spoiled. So, I just love that how it grows into every Nintendo fans and to especially Mario fans as well. if you guys have played, if your first game was Mario Galaxy, and then there's a movie on the way about the game, you know this is your type of movie to go see. This movie is a real fun roller coaster of a ride. It's honestly hilarious to see every other characters and having their own arc. I sort of loved how Bowser was sort of good and then sort of bad at the end of the movie. Bowser was just good in half of the movie, signing with more a phone again. He was good throughout the movie, and then straight up just turned bad at the end of the movie again. I kind of loved it, man. It just sets up the Bowser, I don't know. But also, let's talk about the father and son bonding in this movie. It's amazing, and it's precious. I kind of, I was so shocked we actually get a father and son bonding, and actually, I loved every scene with Bowser and Bowser Jr. And this scene every of the scenes warmed my heart when we just see the father and son bonding together, trying to destroy the galaxy and destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. I kind of loved it. You can actually tell that this movie, I don't know what about this movie, but this movie is really special. It brings every Nintendo and Mario fans along with this movie. And that's the point. They want you to see this movie, to give it your best thoughts. We have ups and downs about this movie, but mine is really up because I actually appreciate it. Also, the beginning of the movie, it brings up their own arc for the characters of what happened throughout the first film. I loved it, man. I loved it. It finally explains how Yoshi ended up in Brooklyn and how Rosalina ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom. So finally, it explains the lore of the movie. I was really happy it finally explained what happens throughout the first film. I loved it. Also, with Yoshi in Brooklyn, I kind of knew this is kind of a spoiler because of the Old Spice leak that happened. But seeing Yoshi just cruise around in Brooklyn was actually hilarious. And it was so good. And even we got some of the returning characters from the first film. Even got Spike, we got Donkey Kong, who's barely shown in the movie, but he's in the beginning of the movie. Honestly, it's really good that they're only showing the characters who are actually in the background for once, and not actually being in the major film. So I kind of appreciate that Donkey Kong is still in Brooklyn. And Yoshi was really adorable in this movie. And honestly, you can't tell Donald Glover did a real good job voicing Yoshi, because honestly, I almost couldn't tell he voiced Yoshi at all. But Donald Glover did do an excellent job voicing Yoshi. Even though we barely saw the Honey Queen or the Honey Bee, what her name is. My down was we barely even seen half of her. She's barely in the second act of the movie. And we also my only up and down throughout this movie was that we never get to see the Bee Mario form. I was about to make a prediction video, but I kind of stopped because it was going to get really ridiculous if I kept continuing on my prediction series since I'd done my Sonic 4 series. My own predictions for Sonic 4, I kind of thought it just was getting ridiculous if I kept doing it, so I decided to stop doing it, but I wish I would continue on them, but I already know I'm not to continue it again. So my down was that we barely saw the Honey Queen, and that was actually it. My only complaint, that was my only down on that movie. My ups we actually get is Birdo, King Wart, of course, and Star Fox? Star Fox is in this movie? I didn't know that. Well, he is. Honestly, I forgot that guy's name. He voices Star Fox. And honestly, he was actually a real supporting character in the background in the second and third act. I kind of love that the Nintendo hit the character out, but until after 1 week before the movie came out, they decided to drop it and spoil it. This easily would have gotten fans more excited. I was actually more excited to see him. Now we definitely kind of need a Star Fox movie since we haven't seen the character in so long. And it's honestly kind of so good to see him again. Honestly. Just honestly. The final battle throughout this movie was really excellent. And was so good, in fact. The visuals were so good. It's just like I wasn't seeing a Mario movie. I did see a Mario movie. Okay. My bad on that one. It's kind of like I was just, stunned by the visuals, the camera angles, the designings, the forms. I was so appreciative that this movie would go all out for Galaxy. And honestly, Brian Tyler, one of the most best music he ever created. And honestly, they really are in this movie. They really are. We even get to see like Bowser and Bones. It's dry Bowser because he lost all his skin from the lava. We get to see Fury Bowser Jr., which of course being in the other TV spot, which of course is Level Up, which honestly we got our first glimpse of Fury Bowser Jr. I actually like the Fury Bowser Jr.'s form a lot more in Galaxy. And honestly, their father and son type bonding was really good in this movie, and it made me appreciate the Mario movies even more. And even to be anticipated with the third one on the way, with a possibly release of 2029. And honestly, to the critics, my only second down with is the critics. Yeah, I know. It was, they just don't get this is gonna be a good movie to experience in theaters. But I mean, a 44%? Come on, you can do better than that, guys. I get it. There are lots of, things going on in the Mario Galaxy movie, and we all have our own opinions on the movie, so I'm not trying to put this into an argument. We have our own opinions throughout the movie. Some bad, some good. Well, who cares? This movie was excellent. It was really good. And honestly, the characters, which of course is Rob and the Pikmins, are actually the Pikmins are only in the movie for just for a brief second, so you can actually spot them, which makes this movie really good. You have lots of Easter eggs. I love the Princess Peach battle, which of course I really did appreciate this movie because it had a lot of action in it. And the insane montage with Mario and Luigi and Yoshi, embarking their adventures, fighting the Koopas, the Goombas. All of it was just so good that I fell in love with this movie of how good it turned out. I loved it. Now on to the post-credit scenes, which of course the post-credit scenes, it just starts off with Fox McCloud and the Toad. That, of course, Fox McCloud is heading home, which of course is actually being in space, which of course we do get introduced to the other characters that I actually forget, but luckily enough, I'm seeing the movie for a second time, just so I can spot the names. If I don't, then probably that's going to be a real big issue. And the cell, it just starts with Bowser Jr. trying to escape with his dad, which of course I really did appreciate that he's still in Bones. And I kind of liked how he was still trying to put them back together. So of course one of the Lumilies does return in the movie, basically the one, from Super Mario Bros. Movie. The one that is, I can't say this on YouTube. Let's just say it just wants to fun itself. Basically calling it home, and that's basically it. I love the movie that it just still kept the Lumilee still creepy from the first film. I kind of like the vibe for this character. I'm hoping for this time that Lumilee doesn't return for another one, because we don't even know what Rosalina even did to that Lumilee. And now, the second post-credit scene. I know I didn't see it, but I wanted to talk about it so badly. We get Princess Daisy. How do I know? I didn't see it. let's just start off by you guys. Yes, I'm pointing directly at you guys. The leaks. I luckily had to stay out of the internet for 3 days just for the movie to come out. And guess what? A post-credit scene's already leaked. You guys are doing it again. So, and that time revealed Princess Daisy may be in a third one very soon. Now this got me thinking. There's already a Luigi's Mansion spin-off kind of plan, but I'm hoping that movie would happen too. And I want to see the. I know this is a Phantom. I want to see the Luigi X Daisy type thing going on for the Luigi's Mansion and Mario Movie 3. I kind of want that to happen. I want to know where that would be going for Luigi. The ending of the movie was absolutely good. The references are very good because the references are from the first Mario game. I loved it, man. You can tell this is art. You know how to make a movie really good, just adding the game references to it. Just buy it. But now, seeing the movie and talking about it, it kind of gets me more hyped. What's next for Nintendo for their next installments? It kind of gets me more hyped, more excited, more, interested in these movies. That's why the Sonic movies turned me into a Sonic fan for 7 years now. And now with the Mario movie too, making me a fan of Mario for 3 years, it kind of warms my heart that I really did continue as a fan and appreciate the movies. I love the first Sonic movie. I love the sequel for Sonic the movie. That's backwards. And I freaking loved the third one. But honestly, the first Mario movie was extremely well and was extremely good because there's loads of downs about the movie and loads of good ones. But there are still the same things and still the same people for the critics. There's some bad and then there's a lot of good in this movie because it actually makes fans appreciate the movies more often. Remember my video that I said it will succeed? Well, that aged pretty well. It actually succeeded to be in a $100 million box office global smash. And on today, Sunday, marks the anniversary for Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's domestically going to hit the $360 million mark. Easily, another $1 billion. Jesus, Nintendo. You guys are money grabbers. But yeah, that's all my opinion in the movie. And now on to my final ranking. I give it a 10 out of 10 movie. This was really fun. Honestly, this is so funny to enjoy. And honestly, the action are really good. And even the father and son bonding in this movie is excellent and amazing. And honestly, I can't wait. Since I've not done a review video in so long, it makes me want to continue on one of my thoughts on this movie, how good it is. Maybe sometimes how bad it is because, there are some bad movies that are coming out today, or not today, but whatever. Now, I want to hear you guys' opinions on this movie. Do you think it's good, or do you think it's bad? If it's bad, then give me your honest action, or give me your honest opinions why the movie is bad, or what your honest downs on this movie. But if you think if there's, let me rephrase that. Give me your ups and downs for the movie. What were your ups and downs? What were your favorite moments throughout this movie? And that's all. I've been recording for a bit too long, but now I'm going to have a hell of a time editing this video out to get it posted around Sunday. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys next time. Goodbye.